and deepest, darkest, brightest, sunniest, warmest, loveliest part of Africa. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go over here so I can find the chat and see what you guys got to say. All right, let me first off put this thing on the right chat here, live chat. There we go. Okay, if anybody shows up. Okay, where are we at here? Anybody there? No, just me so far. Things have slowed down today on subscribers. What's going on with that? Okay, boy, that wind is still out there blowing strong. Oh, there's Sean Fulshank. Sean Nodia, welcome both of you. Okay, now we can get to the chat, finally. There's a lot of settings that aren't set on here when you do this. Okay, there we go, top goal. All right, good. All right, okay, guys, hey, how's it going? We've got a meet and greet here in at Strand, just a little bit 6:30, although you can start showing up at 6. The reservation's actually for 6 if you're going to go to it. So I just want to cover a little stuff. First off, today was amazingly lovely day. Booked a bunch of flights. Showing the side of South Africa does work. Booked a bunch of flights around the country. Got things in motion for some events, including a speaking engagement coming up at Rondebosch, a speaking engagement coming up in Uppington, and coordinated with a bunch of folks. Also interviewed by another media outlet today in South Africa who wanted my views on what's happening in South Africa and the U.S. And then went shopping. Woo, yeah. I melted my credit cards earlier. I just have to work on the street corner for the rest of the week, make up for that spending. Unless people show up a lot of super chats at meet and greets. Otherwise, I'll be working on street corners. No, not selling my bum. No. You know, the guy with the squeegee, clean the windscreen. That'd be me. Anyway, but seriously, yeah, so I went to the mall in Somerset, and I was walking around and see anybody, and then boom. 6 different times people stopped me that I've never met before that recognized me. And one of the gentlemen who had contacted me, and we talked about having coffee, but he had office calls. Turns out he rearranged them from me. I didn't know that. I ran into him at the mall too, and he gave me this really lovely gift. It's called, let me try this. He claims it's an Afrikaans name, but I'm not sure about that. Kukamaka Kranka gin. This is really nice. This is beautiful. Apparently it's a plant that grows in the Fynbos and only grows for like 10 days a year. That's what I hear. So yeah, very rare plant that grows in exceptional spots in the Western Cape of South Africa in winter when sufficient rain falls. The story, anyway, states that because it's uniquely sweet scent, people placed it between their linen for pleasant fragrance. Okay, so lovely. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. It's a very kind gift. Wasn't expecting that. And then I went shopping. Got myself a pair of new veldschoenen, some new vellies. Got the Sia Khaleesi version, the dark olive this time. I had the light olive last time. I got that, and then picked up a few other things. Even went to Exclusive and got myself booked. But last night's Varsity Cup, huge disappointment, ladies and gentlemen. Very disappointing. I was there. Yes, I was there. Very disappointing. Matis really let us down. They really did have their heart in the game last night. Thanks for handing these flags out. That's pretty cool. Okay, and they're handing out these little buffs too. So I got 2 of these last night. Buffs from the game. I think FMB pays for these things, if I'm not mistaken. Here you go. That's pretty cool, huh? For the final. That's pretty cool. Got the Varsity Cup final there. Anyway, yeah, so that was interesting. And then today, I saw more of South Africa the way it's supposed to be, the way it works. I met black folks, and brown folks, and white folks, a lot of brown folks. And everybody was pleasant, everybody was friendly, everybody was polite. Things worked. I got what I needed. Yep, cool beans. It was really nice. This is the South Africa we all hope to see. Of course, I'm kind of, you know, I'm swimming in the shallow end of the pool here in the Western Cape where things work better than most places. There won't be a notification from Beck most likely because it's an unscheduled live. I didn't schedule it. Anyway, silver platinum. Okay. All right. He's got Sean, Niels, Reina, Peter, fight. Anthony van Black, welcome to you. Hang on a second here. And then who else we got there? Sai, Mental Chewing Gum. And then Martin, Patrick, Herman Volker. Welcome to you. Hey, Sai. Good to see you back. Anyway, well, this is unscheduled live. It's a little bit earlier. Hopefully people watch it after the fact. It's because we've got a meet and greet, and I've got to go to that, and I didn't want to leave you without a broadcast tonight. So last night I was really knackered. I couldn't do one. Rebecca can't wait to meet in Blauberg, or Blueberg, however you guys pronounce it. Blauberg is how I'd pronounce it. Of course, that's German. And Leilu, welcome back to you. Christo Els, Storm Chaser. Neptune, do you ever catch some Storm Chaser? Good day, Global Traveler. Okay, thank you, Neptune. Hey, by the way, okay, so on the title for this thing, it talked about the ANC is telling the Taiwan liaison office they have to move from the diplomatic capital to the commercial capital of South Africa, which is Joburg. But it's funny what the government says. Denzel, welcome to you. Gina Moolman, welcome back. It's funny because what they say is ludicrous. I'm going to read what they have to say here. So, where's it at here? This is the story, but I got to find the exact quote here. Somebody told me the Daily Maverick was rubbishing me or trying to trash me. I didn't see anything. Did a search. I don't know what they might have said. It says Johannesburg, a thriving commercial and financial hub, is ideally positioned to foster productive economic collaborations. Have they been to Joburg recently? Do these people know where Joburg is? No, I've done stream meet greets before. It's not something that works all that well. I can give it a shot, but I mean, first off, you got people that don't want to be on camera, so you can't just automatically put people on camera. Second, you're in a public place, so the place has got to give you permission. It's not as simple as it sounds, folks. Oh, Johan, you like the wind video? Is Ronaldo here? I didn't see Ronaldo. Somebody's chatting with Ronaldo. There he is. Hey, Ronaldo, what's going on, man? What's going on? Heinrich Schoenefeld, welcome to you. And yeah, Glennis Stevens, hello. Yeah, so I mean, I'm at the Somerset Mall, and boom, 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 boom. So I stopped at the old school shop where they sell, Springboks old style clothing, and I talked to a lady. I wound up buying a shirt. It's funny, I put one size on, they're marked the same size, and this one was like tight, svelte, gay pole dancer tight, and then the other one fit just fine. They're the same size. Anyway, I'm talking to her, and these people walk by, and they're kind of staring at me, and I said, "Oh, don't worry about that. They probably recognize me." And she looked at me like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." I said, "No, they probably recognize me." And then they kept walking. They stopped. They went 30 meters. And I looked, and I said, I kind of waved my hand like this, and hey. And then they came back, and it was really cool. They introduced themselves. And then, so while they were there, then I was talking to the guy who was going to meet me, who I didn't know he was going to come to the mall because this guy said he couldn't make it. Then he made it to the mall. The guy gave me the gift, and then he was there, and then boom, there's three there, and then this older couple walked by, and 4 or 5, and then I walked down the mall, and I went to Old Khaki Store, and there's a guy there named Dave who just popped in the store. He works there, and he's like, "Oh, can I get a photo?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I take it you must watch my program." He says, "Yep, I watch your program." So, Afrique du Sud. It is Afrique du Sud. Is Ronaldo learning French now? What's going on? Peter Pumpkin here, welcome to you. What's the slum, Glennis? It's not rainy, cold here. Oh, okay, Karen. It's nice in Cape Town. There's Heinrich Schoenefeld with 350 Rand starting us out. Thank you so much for that, folks. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but, well, okay, hang on. Well, you are sounding like a broken record. And Bolcombs, no. Joe who? Joe Amelia? Yeah, I'm loving Cape Town. It's rainy and cold, kids. Well, we'll clean up the weather before I get there, okay? It's already closed some Taiwan factories and hogs back with their... Yeah, I'm sure. Mullet. Is that, you mean sheep? I don't eat sheep, man. Sorry. Greetings, Irma. Heinrich, thank you for the 350 Rand super sticker. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but you know when the Hermanus meet and greet will be. Need to make travel and combination arrangements. Johan, it'll be Thursday night. I mentioned that in previous 2 streams. It will be Thursday night. It possibly will be at the Misty Waves Boutique Hotel, but I can't guarantee that's going to be. I haven't been able to get back with them yet. Just waiting for their approval. Otherwise, we'll find another venue. But it'll be Thursday night. Friday night, I've been invited to a braai in Hermanus. Yep. So, all right. What else we got here? Yes, the clock by me is politically correct. Oh, I get back here. Martin says he made it. Cool. Still chasing. That's good. left a comment in my last video. I'd love to give you some of our jam if you're in the Millerton area on Sunday. Actually, we'll be in Millerton area on Sunday. Yep, absolutely. Silver Tongue will be. I'm looking at potentially doing a meet and greet at Woodbridge Island around lunchtime on Sunday. Yep, that's the plan. But that isn't set yet, so I got to work on that. Okay. Yes, Christo, I'm coming to PE on the 1st and 2nd of May. I'll be in PE. Barbara Harrison, I had a good day today. I'm a little bit tired and sore, though. Also, chuckling at all the rude comments I'm getting in my videos. Glennis, I'm getting very good South African hospitality, yep. Sunshine Kid says, you're a celebrity now. You won't have a moment of peaceful shopping while you're here. Well, Sunshine Kid, it's been that way on all my trips, including the first one. I didn't really pay attention. I think it was like a dozen times, and then it was 20 and 30 times. The last time I was here 45 different times, people came up to me all across the country and recognized people I don't even know. These oftentimes people don't even chat in the streams. A lot of them don't even have YouTube accounts. They just watch it. So but yeah, it's probably gonna be crazy now. So already within 24 hours, 9 different times people have recognized me. 3 times at Danny Craven Stadium last night for the Varsity Cup final that I'm aware of, that I noticed 3 times, and then 6 times today. Haven't had time to get any biltong or voice. No, I've been so busy. Could have got some of the game, but I didn't. Sean is in the garden round, okay. Copus, welcome to you as well. What about Haotang? Well, what about Haotang? Oh, when am I coming there? Yeah, so let me get my, where's it at? There it is. Let me get my spreadsheet out of my travel. I booked flights today. Why is this thing so, there we go, okay. I don't like this laptop so much. It's nice, but it only has 2 freaking external connections, and they're kind of annoying where they're at. Okay, let me get to, okay, where is it at? There it is. Okay, that's the file. Then I got a subfolder, itinerary. There we go. Okay. All right. When has scroll ever been right? All right. So yeah, I'm here in down Somerset West, Gordons Bay, Strand area. I'll be in Hermanus on the 17th and 18th, and we'll have a meet and greet on the 17th. At 18th, I'm going to Abrai. And then on the 19th, I'll be back in Cape Town for the Stormers game on the 19th. I'm actually taking a kid along with me from Hermanus. Is going to come along with me. I'm going to take him to a game. He's never been to one. Then that's the 18th, and then the 19th. Then the 20th to the 24th, I haven't quite got everything, or 23rd, I haven't got everything sorted out yet. But that's going to be some travel around. I don't know if that's going to get me up to Fellowdrift, Niserfontein, or it's going to be over towards Worcester, but it's going to get me somewhere. So we've got to sort all that out. So really got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to play with. Thursday, I have to be back in Rondebosch because I'm guest speaking at the Reformation Society Thursday evening. And then I'll be back in Cape Town on Friday and Saturday for the International Jazz Festival, and also for the Stormers game on the 26th. Then on the 27th, I fly to Durban. I'll be in Howick in Pietermaritzburg area on the 27th and 28th, and I'll be back in Durban on the 29th and 30th, and then we'll do a meet and greet probably on maybe the 29th or the 30th. On the 1st, I fly to PE, and on the 3rd, I fly to Joburg. Then I'll be in Joburg for a few days. On the 7th of May, I fly to Uppington. On the 9th of May, I fly back to Joburg. And that's everything that's set in motion so far. The rest I've left flexible because I've got a few more extra days. I've spent so much time in Western Cape by the time I get out of here that I have a few more days. If I need to, I can leave them on the Gauteng end, so I haven't booked my flight back yet. So we'll work on that. But that's something that needs to be addressed. Anyway, so there you go, folks. You are now up to speed on what you need to know. So meet and greets right now, the only firm meet and greet is tonight. And then the next location for the one in Hermanus isn't set yet. The one at Woodbridge Island has not been set yet, okay? And all the rest. Don't worry, we'll do meet and greets. We'll do them. You just have to be flexible and short notice, that's all. Sorry for that. But I found that announcing way in advance doesn't guarantee people are going to be there. It's scheduled for 6:30, Anton. But the reservation's for 6 o'clock, so if you want to be there at 6, you can go. But when I arrive, I get to pick my seat. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, so the restaurant one tonight is at 6:30, but you can show up at 6 o'clock. As Garrett said, he didn't tell me it was set for 6, but the reservation is for 6 p.m., so you can show up there. So someone asked me, so what's with the meet and greets? What happens in the meet and greet? Well, we have strippers, we have hookers and blow, we have we have some Patron. We get down with P Diddy. It's like a white party, man. You should come to the meet and greets. It's like a white party. No, you don't believe that? Seriously? No, meet and greet is a chance for viewers to meet me in person, ask me questions, hang out. A lot of people enjoy that. I enjoy meeting viewers, so it's mutually beneficial. People can ask questions, we can chat, have a little camaraderie, you know, and esprit de corps, which is kind of nice. Look, if you're in the military, you ever served in uniform, you know, after hours, you let your hair down sometimes, you get together, you play cards, and you have a few drinks, and you just kind of, you know, socialize with compatriots, because being in uniform is very stressful and very dangerous vocation or occupation. So it's important that you get a chance to unwind. So that's kind of what we're talking about. What's this? Is that biltong? That's biltong with fat on it. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what meet and greets are for. We just take a group photo unless somebody doesn't want to be in the group photo. I had a few events where somebody wanted the photo. I don't know why. Yes, Afrikaners are very untrusting. But not all my events are just Afrikaners. So a lot of Indian and color folks looking forward to meeting me here in the Cape and down in KZN. I'm very excited about that as well. It's great to meet all South Africans of all backgrounds. I really, really enjoy it. Everybody's got a story, and everybody's got value, you know? So that's how I look at things. Even the EFF, they have a value too. They make great counterbalance weight to put on a ship that we have to take out and sink for a coral reef. They would be fantastic, just to make sure the ship goes down properly. So any EFF members want to volunteer for the sinking of a Navy ship to create a coral reef, just let us know. We'll take care of that. See, you have value too. I'm just saying, folks. By the way, my credit card company today sent me a message like within seconds of me booking a flight. They're like, did you take this transaction? Where's the fraud? So nope, that was me, man. That was me. It was me. Yeah, so content canvas, I will be in Gauteng. We will do a meet and greet at Thundergun. Is it Thundergun or Thundergun? Thundergun. In Northcliffe, that's a given. That's always the case because I stay in Northcliffe typically when I'm up there. Northcliffe typically when I'm up there. And then we'll probably do one in Pretoria. And beyond that, I'm not sure what's going on. Okay? Hopefully you can stop in Oudtshoorn. Flying through. Ooh. I'm not driving there, Linnell. I'm flying. I don't. It's just too long drive. I can't do that anymore. It's too much. So I fly. Too much distance. My first trip here, I drove 5,000 kilometers in a month. And it would have been more, except I flew all over. Thank you, Fatty. Well, Wendy, it's not raining here. It's really nice on this side. Somebody loves my videos. Thank you for that. Oh, it was W Trainer. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. And getting concierge service here. You guys are worried about me eating biltong. There you go. This one came with the fat cutoff. No onions, no fat. Will you be checking out some of the land grabs? Peter, if I come across them, I'll cover them. People have asked me to go to Limpopo. I'm seriously considering driving to Polokwane to go to Shisheho to cover the land grabs up there. Seriously considering it. Hey, Fletcher, what's going on, man? Why do you say I'm looking at it a long time, man? Why does everybody say that? Trump is not stopping SWIFT. Yeah, okay, guys, you got to be very careful here. There's a lot of people making statements out there saying that these are things that could be sanctioned. There's no statement about any sanction happening. Okay, I made a video earlier today talking about that. It's okay to have supposition. It's okay to do analysis. It's okay to offer your thoughts about what could be happening, but you need to tell your viewers, whether you're SABC, Newsroom Africa, or a YouTube content creator, you got to tell your audience, you got to be honest, these are not confirmed facts. This is my analysis of what could happen. This is a worst case scenario. You got to tell people that. You can't just say, hey, Trump has gray listed people. That hasn't happened. Trump has not removed South Africa from SWIFT. That has not happened. And it's not even being talked about publicly. And it's just speculation on the part of somebody. People freak out over this stuff. Anton wants to know why I support the Stormers instead of the Bulls. Because I like winners. Oh! Ow! Oh! Aidez-moi! Oh, that's got to hurt, Anton. Who has won the most Curry Cups? Western Province. Okay. Who's won the only South African title in the United Rugby Championship? Stormers. Case closed. Hey, man, how's it going? I greet in passing, but someone... What? Oh, I get what you're whirlwind, yeah. It's okay. That's why I'm here, so people know that. No, I don't buy anything in robots. Lion of Sins back from Windhoek. What's going on, man? Things getting spicy up there, too? Welcome, Gordon's Bay, Colonel. I'm on the ridge behind you on the mountainside. And you didn't invite me over, Wayne. And you didn't invite me over. See that? See that, folks? Man, not everybody's friendly. Okay, Mike. Oh, come on. Chat just went crazy on me here. There it is. There we go. Thank you for that, Wayne. I appreciate the warm welcome. Been here for a couple days now. Karen Thompson since 27. Cool. The meet and greet in Strand, as I said a while ago, is at 6:30, but the reservation is for 6, so you can go at 6 if you want. It's 5:30 now. Cool. Hookers and blow, yep. It's a white party. Christo, you can bring the baby oil. Okay, Gypsy. There's a lot of people in Gordon's Bay. Fleshin telling you from the UK that I'm definitely worth meeting up with. Thank you, Fleshin. Very kind. We had a fantastic time in Oxford. Oh, it just jumped on me again. Come on. I put the laptop here because it gets so annoying doing it the other way. Scrolling through the screen on the screen. First, Chase, hope you're being treated with our hospitality. Yeah, hospitality is great, Culinary Pirates. Of course, I'm not taking it easy. I've been making videos and broadcasting and running around and scheduling things, giving interviews and conducting interviews, and typical me. Okay, and here's the biltong with the fat. There you go. Enjoy it. I don't like fat. Eileen likes my sense of humor. Thank you. Dialed in debate on Twitter and was shocked to hear the host saying there was an imminent threat of civil war in South Africa. Very reckless and baseless. Yeah, no, I mean, well, I'm not saying there's an imminent threat, but that things have definitely gone on a downward turn. Each of my trips I come back, things are worse. Indulging a little too much lately. Water fast. Okay. Hey, MCM. Charmaine, how you doing there? Lindy Donhauser. Welcome. Lindy, didn't I write you earlier? The fat's the best part, says Glennis. Well, you can have it. What difference have you noticed since your last trip? Well, that's kind of unfair because I'm living in one of the few places that works in South Africa. So, but things are okay here. So I really can't say I've noticed changes. I did notice one thing at the airport. Every time I come back, there are fewer and fewer colored people working at the airport, immigration, and no white people. Not a single white person. Used to be a few whites and a lot of coloreds, no blacks. Now it's all black folks and no coloreds and no white folks. Ongisu Damani, yes, it's built on. Peter, you're in trouble with who? Who are you in trouble with for watching my show? But I will keep you updated on whether things have gone south in other places. I definitely will. You guys aren't buffering, are you? I think my tab crashed. New drama at SABC. What's going on now at SABC? Baquena Productions. Okay, that sounds like some Swana stuff. Baquena. It's a crocodile, isn't it? Hey, Ronaldo's got something about some message for white people from an EFF member. I haven't seen that one. You know, it's weird because now that I'm here with the IP address, I get South African news first. So some of the things that I have to search for are just popping up for me directly. So that's kind of handy. Let me just get this thing going here. Okay. Well, that wind is wicked here, man. It's a God-invented wind in Gordons Bay. That's for sure. Yep. All right. Yes, Taiwan has to move their liaison office to Joburg. That's been in the making for a while. That's another reason why the U.S. is angry at South Africa, is because they're abusing Taiwan from our perspective. I sell mugs and beanies. They're on my website. It's not too lean. It's got tons of fat in it, see? That's the first batch I was handing. Charles says, I assume meet and greet. Probably on the 30th, Charles. P-Win's been bad, says mental chewing gum, okay? Peter's driving, okay? Why does ANC want to move Taiwan to Johannesburg for the same as BE? Well, they claim it's just the international norm, but it's a spiteful action by a bootlicking pro-China, communist China, and South African ANC. Hey, Dylan, I was wondering where you're at. Okay, so what else we got here? Where did the story go? Did anybody watch my video on Adrian Basson? I put a lot of effort in that video. You know, the news is pretty thin today from South Africa. Oh, in Gabon, the coup leader has won the presidency. Surprise, surprise, not. Not at all surprised. General Brice Clotaire Oligui Nguema, Gabon's interim president, staged a 2023 coup that ended decades of long political dynasty, has been elected president. The 50-year-old recorded a landslide victory with 90.35% of the vote. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what happened. Defeating 7 other candidates. Turnout was 87%, including 28,000 overseas. They had 920,000 people vote in Gabon, plus 28,000 overseas. That's a lot overseas. That's a lot overseas. And the AP says South Africa's new U.S. envoy called Trump racist, homophobic, and narcissistic in a 2020 speech. South Africa's new special envoy to the United States is already under scrutiny for calling President Trump a racist, homophobic, and narcissistic right-winger in a speech in 2020. And BC Jonas, the former deputy finance minister, was appointed Monday by Ramaphosa as representative of Washington tasked with rebuilding the relationship. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. The Trump administration has expelled the previous South African investor. Trump administration called Rasul a race-baiting politician. Yep. The new South African envoy's speech criticizing Trump in his first term was delivered on November 8th, 2020, 5 days after the election where Biden defeated Trump. Well, Biden didn't defeat Trump. Yeah. Biden didn't defeat Trump. That's not what happened. That's not what unfolded that date. U.S. is undergoing a watershed moment with Biden, short winner in the presidential race, against a racist, homophobic Donald Trump. Wow. How we got to a situation where a narcissistic right-winger took charge of the world's greatest economic military powerhouse is something that we need to ponder over. How racist and bigots like this get appointed to be special envoys is something we should ponder. So this story by AP says Trump has falsely accused South African government of allowing violent attacks on white minority farmers and seizing their land. Claims have been rejected by political parties across the spectrum and experts in South Africa. Well, people who cover up for the regime doesn't mean that that's not true. New land expropriation law does allow the government to expropriate some land without compensation as long as it's in the public interest. No land has been taken under it. That's true. But it's not about that. It's about the land theft that's taking place because the government's looking the other way. But it's passing led groups representing some South Africa's white minorities to lobby the Trump administration for help, saying their land was likely to be targeted. Yep. Because it has been targeted. Anybody heard of Jules Malema? Anyway. Yep. What else you got here? The Varsity Cup final. Ikeys. Oh my goodness. They demolished Stellenbosch at home. UCT Ikeys silenced the Danny Craven Stadium faithful with a stunning 44-21 upset over Monty's on Monday night's Varsity Cup final Stellenbosch, and I was there. Cape Town students ran in 4 tries. 2 of those 7-pointers that started inside their own half in an utterly dominant display against a shell-shocked Monty's outfit. It was the 3rd time, lucky for Coach Robbie Fleck's charges, who had lost. That's where Robbie Fleck went to. Who had lost last two Varsity Cup finals. But the Tigers rocked up a Stellenbosch determined bunch, and they were determined, as they outplayed their hosts in all departments. Indeed, in the scrum, although one time that Monty's had a great scrum. In the scrum, the lineouts, open field play, tackling. It's the 3rd Varsity Cup crown overall, first since 2014. Wow. Yeah, they lost 45-42 to Shimla's last year and went down 27-25 to Eagles in 2023. So this is a big deal for them. The Mahdi's had this in the bag. They just didn't show up. Yeah, UCT earned this, man. No complaints. I mean, it was well earned by UCT. Disappointing for me, but it was great. It was incredible to see the vibe and the crowd and how many people were there. Danny Craven was incredible. I've never been to Danny Craven before. It's my first time being at the stadium. I mean, I've seen it many times on television, but never been there. It's just an amazing setting. And the place was a packed house, absolutely packed. Plenty of UCT supporters were there. In fact, I wound up in enemy territory. There were a bunch of them around me. But anyway, it worked out fine. So, yep, that was pretty wild. Demolition job. That's exactly what it is, a demolition job. UCT Ikeys just demolished Mahdi's. It was at home, too. Oof. So, IOL reports that Afriform Solidarity attacked the Nkabisi Jonas appointment. Well, they didn't attack, they just told the truth. So let's see some quotes here. So Jacques Kleinhans was interviewed, apparently. And he said that he insinuated the book was relative incompetence, and that's interesting. There can only be 2 reasons why Ramaphosa decided to appoint Nkabisi Jonas as envoy to the U.S. despite totally disqualifying statements. Either their vetting process is so weak that they missed the video, which is pathetic, or they, the ANC-led government, want to show Trump the middle finger. Can't see how the relationship between our 2 countries is going to be repaired now, said Kleinhans. Yep. So Jonas said he'll do his best to promote a working, healthy relationship between South Africa and the United States. That's going to be difficult because people now know your bigotry and racism and your hatred of America. So we'll see what happens, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, folks. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. Anyway, so... Yeah, here it is. UCT, Ikeys, hammered Mahdi's in Varsity Cup final. The silence Danny Craven Stadium. Yeah, they silenced it all right, man. Oof. It was brutal. I mean, it wasn't too bad early on, but you could see that Mahdi's was outclassed. I mean, Ikeys, they did whatever they wanted. I mean, they're hooker, man. That guy, he was wild. He took a knock on the head and he stayed in the game, but he was really fast and did some great work out there. So it was fantastic. In fact, the score could have been higher, I think, except that, UCT dropped the ball, knocked out a few times in contact. Otherwise, they could have run that score up even higher. Man, oh man, oh man. It was something else. But anyway, last night was South Africa on display, what the country should be, and again today. So I'm sure we'll start running into the crap, but it's been pretty nice so far. Then what else we got here? Let me go to CNN. That way I can get some U.S. news. There we go. Toilet paper and eye makeup among U.S.-made items Europe could hit with retaliatory tariffs. I thought we didn't make toilet paper. I thought it all came from Brazil. EU has published a list of American goods it plans to hit with higher levies if trade talks fail. Okay. Heat waves in India and Pakistan. Watch the first voyage of Blue Origin's all-female crew in space. Why are people so obsessed with that? American Airlines adding free Wi-Fi. Well, United doesn't have free Wi-Fi. The Trump administration could shutter 30 embassies and consulates. Wow. Embassies in Malta, Luxembourg, Lesotho, Congo, CAR, and South Sudan have been recommended for closure. Also includes 5 consulates in France, 2 in Germany, 2 in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and 1 in the United Kingdom, 1 in South Africa, and 1 in South Korea. I haven't seen the list, but I'll tell you the one in South Africa is probably Durban. The 2 in Germany are probably Bonn and Stuttgart. Wow, that's a lot of diplomatic loss there. That's not going to go well. That's crazy. So it said it was going to show me the list of stuff. There's no list here. The European Union wants to play chicken on these tariffs. Good luck with that, folks. Good luck with that. Not going to happen. Take a look, see what CNN says about the world. So Bolsonaro had a 12-hour surgery. Good Lord. Man fell in a Roman aqueduct in Spain and died. That's crazy. It's a publicity stunt, says Kara Swisher and Blue Origin. Yeah, because this all women thing is just publicity. All right, back to the chat here. There we go. Not good for you in Durban, that's true. They won't close Pretoria. The Pretoria, Charles, is the embassy. That's not closing. You mean the Joburg one? Okay. Sai says Steve Newbold selectively greeting again today. What? What are you talking about there? Which is a better or worse news out? CNN, MSNBC, or Russia? They're all terrible. Who got snow? You're getting snow where? Michael Storm, thank you for your membership. Appreciate you joining. CNN's junk, but it's free. It's like crack cocaine from a dealer. Definite agenda, you can't be that stupid. You know, that's what I said, they can't be that stupid, but apparently they are. So which Vaynant is here? Is it Vaynant Tutoy in the chat? Wayne, you can't believe it. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I thought they were unbeatable too, and I picked them in my Super Brew, and I lost. I thought it was going to be great for me to go there and watch the game. Yep. Rihanna is more than welcome to stay at her house in Rustenburg. Rihanna, that's an idea, Rihanna. Please contact me either through the WhatsApp group or through an email. I might consider that. I've never been to Pilanesberg. I've been to the boundary of it, and I've been, of course, in Sun City, but never gone in Pilanesberg. And yeah, so yeah, Rustenburg, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Give me an excuse to go that way. That's not too far from Pretoria, so excuse me. So thank you for the invitation, but contact me. Folks, if I'm missing your messages, you can feel free to hit me up again, say, did you catch? But don't do it 5 minutes after you send it, because I just got so much coming in. No, they're trying to embarrass Trump, but is it going to work? I love playing at Danny Craven. We also used to play the best games, touch rugby in the field next door. Neptune, I'm envious now. Yeah, no, Chris, Adele, Jordan Peterson. Yeah, I saw part of that. I was kind of bored. CB says, yeah, they were better on the day. They were ready. They came. They wanted the game. They were hungry for it. They wanted victory, and they got it. Yeah, they earned it. They earned it. Gordon von Wensborg, welcome to you. Ken Aronson, hey, didn't think you'd be streaming today with your meet and greet. By the way, welcome back. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, no, I want to get something in today because I know people are hungry for the news and hungry for updates. I'm trying not to neglect you guys. I mean, I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I don't want things to stagnate. So, yeah, so apologize for the lighting. It's not the best. I'm just making the best of it. So, yeah, so I made videos this morning. Got the meet and greet tonight. Combination book for Hermanus meet and greet. Well, combinations book, but location isn't set. I think it'll be the Misty Waves. Why the closing off? They're trying to save money. Hey, CJ Maggie, if you want to interview ordinary people, let me know. If you have interesting stories, I'm very scared as well. Yeah, no, I can do that if you don't mind going on camera. Some people are afraid to go on camera. Oh, the lighting looks fine? Okay, it looks bad to me. Okay, thank you for sharing. Theodoros, welcome back. Anton says, please consider doing a meet and greet at Fort Trek. Yeah, I'll consider it. Give him a meltdown. Okay, well, but I tried before and I had no luck coordinating that. If someone knows the people who run that place, you know, if you could get them to help me out, but they wanted money. I'm not paying for the venue. I'm not paying for the venue. It's not going to happen. The restaurant's too small. More than happy to show you around Polokwane if you decide to come over. Okay, Bushveld boat. I'm considering it. It's something I'm considering. Because people, two reasons. People have been asking for it, and the land grab, which isn't being covered anymore. The Easter Bunny made a visit this afternoon, still trying to work out how a bunny can lay eggs. My culture does, but yeah, I know. It never made any sense. Vaynant says, will you be visiting Aranya? I don't think so, Vaynant. It's too far. I don't have enough time, so I don't think that's going to happen. Gosh bless it, my ankle's really swollen. What's going on there? Anyway, I don't think so. So I picked up some new Freedom Movement fellies today. And Feldskona, I got those. Ash says, welcome back. See you in Milnerton. Okay, that'll be great. We'll see you up there, Ashley. What's this, new to the channel? It got deleted. Are you coming to Pretoria? Yes, Tom Hawk, I'm coming to Pretoria. I gave the dates earlier. I have not spoken with Ernst Rhodes, no. I don't think I'll be going to East London, Lencrow. Sorry. When are you in PE? Gosh, guys, you're popping in here late. I've already covered this. I'll go through the itinerary again as it sits now. Okay. All right. So I'm here in the Somerset West Strand Gordons Bay area today and tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be up in Cape Town for the Andrea Bocelli concert. Looking forward to that. On Thursday, I'm in Hermanus. Friday, I'm in Hermanus. So we do a meet and greet Thursday in Hermanus. Venue yet to be set. I'll probably do it earlier afternoon so that people can drive, because a lot of people drive a long way to come to Hermanus. I don't want them driving back in the dark, so we'll probably do it earlier. I've already made an agreement to meet one person who can't drive back late. And I said, look, you can meet me early in the day. It's fine. Hang out. I'll probably just be doing filming. So that's Hermanus, the 17th and 18th. It's back to Cape Town for the Stormers game on the 19th. I'll overnight in Cape Town. The 20th, we're looking at Woodbridge Island. You know, it's funny. It seems like Sundays is when I always get to Woodbridge Island. So we'll probably do something at Woodbridge Island at Bossa. And then from there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I've got to sort out what I'm going to do. Thursday evening, I'm speaking at Rondebosch at the Reformation Society. That's the 24th. The 25th, I'm going to be in Cape Town for the Jazz Festival. And then the 26th, I'll be in Cape Town for the Jazz Festival and the Stormers game at DHL Greenpoint Stadium. Then the 27th, I fly to Durban and I drive to Howick. And on the 27th, 28th, I'll be in Howick and then Peter Maritzburg. On the way back, the 29th and 30th, I'll be in Durban. May 1st and 2nd, I'll be in PE. May 3rd through the 6th, I will be in Joburg. May 7th, 8th, I'll be in Uppington. May 9th through the 11th, I'll be in Joburg. And from then on, I've left it open for flexibility. And these things like Rustenburg and Polokwane coming in now, and Nelspruit, which is another place people want me to go to, that's a lot of driving. I'll have to see what kind of car I get. If I had the car I've got now, if that was what I get up there, then I would definitely do all the driving. It's very Gucci Mitsubishi Eclipse crossover. It's nice. It's a much higher class than I paid for. I'm too cheap to pay for something that nice. So there you go. So that's going to do it. Okay. All right. There's more stuff coming up after that, but that gets you guys up to speed. Okay. So there should be no questions. Almost 500 people here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks, if you don't want. Only 339 likes. What's up with that? Can someone, on this, what's this? Could someone out this on the Gould? What the hell is that? I didn't say I wasn't coming to Eiserfontein, Franz. I didn't say that, did I? Didn't say that. Well, you know, people promised me stuff in Eiserfontein last time I went there. I drove all the way to Eiserfontein. Oh, we're going to meet you, Chris. And nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. I had a meet and greet, and the only person who came to it was Jock. Who's Jock? This really huge fellow that I happened to run into earlier that day who was a viewer. No one came. All these people said they're going to come to Eiserfontein, and nobody showed up. And that is a place where you fall asleep and you run the risk of dying because you're so bored. Yeah, so nobody showed up. Radio interviews in Cape Town, not that I'm aware of yet. I was interviewed by the media today at press, though. Should visit Belito, says, okay. I don't know where Biden's son is. Linziki, that's not even the busiest schedule. They're very busy. This time I'm spending 2 weeks in the Western Cape, which is unusual. Somebody is smoking something, Steve. Yep. I've been to Bloemfontein. Okay. I sent an email just now with my info. You want to hear something. Okay, thank you, Maggie. No, I haven't, Jared. We'll probably do the same thing we did last time. Was that a Tiger's Milk? Charles, where did we meet last time? Was it Tiger's Milk at the casino at the mall there? I think that's where it was. Con, I haven't set anything up for that yet, for Pretoria. Tonight, Brauhaus, 6:30 Strand, that's correct. And that's only 35 minutes from now. You can go now if you want, okay? I'll be there if you come. We will definitely show up, myself and my better half. Where, Eiserfontein? Well, I've been asked to go to Fellowdrift again. It's a long drive, but I'm considering it. And yeah, Jan is asking if there's people from Vol Triangle. Yeah, Jan, we might do something in Vanderbal Park. I've been in touch with Monty Jackson, who's a friend, and yeah, so that's another reason for me to go up that way. Suncoast, yeah, that's where it was, Jared. Suncoast Casino, yep. Well, I've only been briefly in Fellowdrift. I had a meet and greet there with about 18 people, and then I drove on to Sarah's. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tiger's Milk at Suncoast Casino. Yeah, well, we'll probably do it there again, Charles, right? Jason said, I wish I could make it. Make it where? We told me a dozen places here. Yeah, I don't think I want to hang out with Benoni. Blue Meanie, I contacted somebody from Freedom Front Plus, and I don't recall. Yeah, Essex he's in Nelspruit. He's asked me to come by there, so that's something I'm considering. Forward to seeing you in Vanderbal Park. Well, Joy, that's if I set one up. We did one there before at the Emerald Hotel or whatever it's called. That was a great spot, wasn't it, Charles? We were all by ourselves in the back there, kind of a wing. It was nice. The food was good. Tiger's Milk. Jason says traffic won't allow you to see anything. Traffic in Gordons Bay and Strand? Well, what are you fighting with the sharks out in False Bay? Richards Bay to Durban. Wow. Jason said Woodbridge. I'll be there. Okay. What time did live start? 50 minutes ago. 50 minutes ago. Yeah, so this isn't the usual time, but I have to do this when I can do it. 411 likes now. We still got 500 people here. You guys can't push that like button. Come on. Happy Chappy back. Hadn't seen him. This is not about black or white. We're only off cars. Go figure. Huh? What are you talking about? Lynn Petzer, what are you talking about? New to the channel, love your work. Please, can you tell me why you so best in Southern we see a Tiger's Milk? The people at the Brauhaus does not know about the meet and greet. I don't know what you're talking about, Johan. Are you there now? Are you there now? We have a reservation. Garrett took care of it. I don't think we broadcast a meet and greet, especially if they don't know about it. Lynn, are you a real person or is this a troll? Better make you move quickly. Explain what you're looking for here. Sunset Beach, I don't know that. Would you do a chat update? Yeah, James. I haven't been in touch with him. Was online, still didn't get a notification. Wow, okay, Light Rain, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, well, I told people they could show up at 6 o'clock because Garrett had an appointment. So they're telling us, grab the big table. Grab the big table in the middle. We're going to have a lot of people there tonight. Oh, he still works, says CJ and Maggie. Okay. Yeah, so look, I didn't set this meet and greet up, okay? Hugo Basson, what's going on, man? I know, is battling cancer. Well, Loretta, that doesn't help me. 3 hours drive away from Cape Town. That could be north of Fellow That could be east on the Garden Route. Lambert by. Okay, that helps. Thank you. Yeah, that is a bit of a hike. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, folks, I do as many as I can, okay? NDK, there's a super chat. Wow, those were pretty sparse here. Thank you for that 40 Rand super chat. I'll go press like on all 4 YouTube accounts quick. Thank you. Wooden Bridge? It's Woodbridge. I didn't send a question mark. I didn't type anything. Do you like staying in a hotel or guest house? I prefer staying in a palace. No. Guest houses are nice. It depends where I'm at. You know, if I'm in a central business district, usually the guest house isn't the answer. Usually it's going to be a hotel for that. So anyway, but otherwise, guest house are fine. South African guest house are pretty good. You know, it's nice. Erica just gave a 7 Rand super chat. Wow. Desiree, Finley, both of us back. Welcome to you. Okay. Steve says bride time. Are you doing a bride tonight? Cool. Okay. Putting on my shoes here. Putting on my shoes. It's getting ready to get out of here shortly. Oh my goodness, Chris Ayers. I already told you 3 times you were here. What dates on Pretoria? Now it sounds like you're trolling. I've already closed that app. I have no idea what the dates are now. Sorry. I've read the dates all 3 times in the stream. And you were here for 2 of them. I know, because you were commenting. If you weren't paying attention to what's going on. Anyway, so Pretoria. I don't know the dates. The 3rd of May. Sounds right. To the 6th. And then 10th onwards. Stripper chat. Who gave a stripper chat? UCT in trouble with Trump funding? Possibly. Hope you had a meal at Crystal Beach. No, I haven't had a meal. I did meet with Neil DeBeer yesterday at the Crystal Beach Hotel for a coffee. I had a red grape tizer instead of coffee. My videos aren't flipped. I know what you're talking about, Foldy. What are you talking about? They're not flipped. The screens you can read them perfectly fine. I know what you're talking about. Okay. You're going to make a stop in Drakensberg. No, I'm not going to Drakensberg, Kevin. Sorry. Thank you, Dylan. Paul van Norvik, 70 Rand, have a brandy and coke at me. Well, I don't usually drink the meet and greets unless it's at a hotel where I'm staying, but tonight it's not in a hotel where I'm staying. But I will be drinking because someone else is driving. Who I mentioned it earlier, I just liked the 3 more counts. Thanks a lot, Martin. Only fan rendition socks. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I need to let Joel Stransky know I'm in country. I haven't done that yet. Okay, enjoy the meet and greet. Well, thank you, Wills. I appreciate that. Take it off. Marita Meinhardt, welcome to you. I can drink any alcohol, but I don't drink very often. It's rare. I don't really care for tequila, though. I'll probably have a vodka. Sean Manage, there you are. Where you been? Greg and Fouché, thank you. You guys are just popping up. I've been here for 3 days and people are showing up finally. It's the clock. That's not my clock. That's a piece of artwork, okay? This book from out of Cedar Thursday. Okay, Johan. Okay, cool. Real. It's fake. Okay, guys, get over it. Stop obsessing about the clock. Stop obsessing about the clock. Oh my gosh. I mean, people are dying. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, and you're worried about the freaking clock on the wall. It's not a real clock, okay? My goodness. Oh my goodness. Trump's response to what Jones said about him. Hello, Linda. How you doing there? You asked me to stay here and sort South Africa out. Well, I'd love to, but I don't have that kind of power. Yes, Glenn Murray, I'm very bummed about the rugby last night. It just didn't go well. But I enjoyed the experience, so that's fine with me. The experience was incredible, but I'm disappointed in the outcome. But you know what? UC deserves it. They had 2 nail biters, 2 losses back-to-back, so good on them. They were the better team of the day. So from that standpoint, from a rugby standpoint, Ikeys, they deserved it. UCT deserved the win. They earned it. Good on them. And that's fine with me. So, Patches, I've been to the guard route before. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. It's such a long journey. Okay. Anyway. What else you got here? 35 Rand. Loretta says, Chris, enjoy your time. Remember? Yeah. Fun? What's that? Yeah. Although with the meet and greets, I have a good time. So. There's no batteries. It's not a clock. It's a piece of artwork. Oh my goodness. You guys really, really need to chill. Jean Spice. Well, man, now I'm going to leave and suddenly super chats start flying in. 2 brandies. Have a lovely. Thank you very much. Brenda Opperman, 140 Rand. Look at all these super chats coming in now. Moderators and folks, have a great evening. Okay. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats, but not. They count the time, the hours, the minutes. I'm sure if you had a test about the studio back home, people pay a lot of attention. Huh? I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, Gordon. I don't know what it means. Conda Bruno, 35, you're welcome to stay at our house. Wife makes a mean bride bookie without onions. Aha! And Aleka bride. Sounds like a plan, folks. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Would it not be nice if Colonel can meet all the pumas? Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? That'd be something else. Oh, the Easter eggs I put in my studio. Gotcha. Now I understand what's going on. Sorry, I didn't get that. Biltong looks yummy. Yeah, that biltong was yummy. I ate look here, all the biltong with no fat in it, all gone. All the biltong got fat on it, still here. Yes, and centralize your Excel file and share the read-only link for us. No. Not a suggestion I'm going to do, Steve. I'm sorry. I did that in the past when my life wasn't being threatened repeatedly by people. From an operational security standpoint, I will not be sharing that. We did that before. We'll not be doing it. You're just going to have to take short notice stuff, folks. I don't have security detail to protect me. I take care of my own security. Now, you can believe that or not believe that, because maybe I have security detail and I just put you off guard. So think about that. No, not going to do that. But thank you for your interest. Not going to do that. Now you like the clock. It has yellow fat, okay? Yeah, the atmosphere was really fantastic. What I miss most about the military since I left? The money. I got a housing allowance, which was quite generous by the time I was a colonel, and I missed that tax-free money. I also missed the other percentage of my income. Plus, I missed the pay raises that come last 5 years. I'd be living high off the hog now if I was in the Army. Yeah, I missed that. The thing, but honestly, the thing I miss the most is throughout my entire adult life, from the age of 18 until 55, when somebody said, "What do you do?" "Well, I'm a soldier." "You're a soldier?" "Yeah, I'm in the Army, and I'm proud of it." Like, no, won't hesitate for a second. I miss saying I'm a soldier. So I'm still a soldier. It's not, I'm just not serving right now. But yeah, I could be recalled at any time. So I miss saying I'm a soldier, answering people's questions around the world. That's what I miss about the Army. I don't miss the bureaucracy. I don't miss a whole bunch of stuff, but I do miss that. All right, folks, we're going to have to wrap it up here. It's been 1 hour on the minute. So Singer Gerard Stain also stays close to you, Jans. Okay. There's a packet of rake mate. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. It was on Pretoria FM. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about there, Blue Meanie. Famous milk terrier. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of milk terrier. Okay. Good to see you have South African coffee. I hope you have an amazing time. All right. Did you get to meet? No, it didn't. Barry is doing better. Actually, Barry called me. We chatted, video chat. Barry's doing well. But we were supposed to meet this afternoon. His thing went long. We might meet tomorrow. I mean, I invited him for this evening, but I can't see my actually, I can see my WhatsApp. Let's see if he responded. But if he came, we'd have 1,000 people show up to meet and greet. That would be unwieldy. So, hang on a second here. Boy, lots of people contacted me since I got in touch with Barrett. Actually, I'm going to do it. Hang on a second here. Okay. Okay, yeah, he's not here. He's elsewhere. So we'll meet tomorrow. Barry and I will meet tomorrow. So, all right, that's going to be it, folks. Got to go. Thanks a lot for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for the suggestions. Thank you for the hug there, Maze. I appreciate it. Oh, that's not for me. It's for Conti. Well, I'll steal the hug anyway. By the way, really nice hug today from the lady and her husband or partner who saw me at the old school. I enjoyed that hug. Just so you know, I enjoyed it. Don't tell your husband, your partner. All right, thanks, everybody. Be safe out there. God bless. If you're going to meet, greet, and Stronach, we'll see you shortly. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.